Would you risk just 15 minutes of your time and $0 to find out how to save your trees with new Suffocation Relief? Why Suffocation Relief stops sudden death strangulation of your trees. From the desk of Timothy Young. It's true. It's called Suffocation Relief. It's a new and different way to replenish your sagging trees. Once you use Suffocation Relief to replenish them with the life that you know they so obviously need, you'll never use anything else again. It's very different from the common practices you see landscapers doing. Their goal is to give you a nice lawn, nice shrubs, and pretty flowers, and most do an excellent job at it. The same is true with traditional tree services who may do an excellent job in removing your dead trees. However, they don't know how to keep your trees from dying. If your trees have murderous, suffocating, girdling roots, if you have trees that send roots out to your dirt in search of air and water, read on. What we're talking about here is constructing an ancient forest environment for your tree's most important root zones. The proof is after Suffocation Relief, your tree roots won't panic and they will stay in the ground. They won't pop up out of the ground. They won't go searching for air and water like they do when girdling and suffocating other roots. Suffocation Relief stops root strangulation in its tracks. What that means for you is your tree's roots stay where they should, instead of strangling the tree itself and a clot of girdling, misshapen anchoring and feeding roots. You heal your tree and you get to keep your expensive shade. The green thing is it doesn't require any chemicals, ever. Your roots are returned to the virgin forest environment that the Earth's 660,000 species of plants and trees require to prosper. Prospering trees means healthier bark, less chances of infections, and a more graceful growth without overpopulating the growth of limbs with water spouts and the briar patches you so commonly see in your trees. Hi, I'm Tim Young. I'm your friendly neighborhood ISA certified arborist with 45 years of experience of tree care. I've done everything one can do to a tree, climb them for tree removal, limb removal, and/or thinning out. I've put in tons of cabling, fertilizing, and have done tree selecting and planting for over 6,000 homeowners and businesses. But nothing excites me like giving life back to your urban or suburban or country trees like the revolutionary Suffocation Relief does. Here's why I'm so excited. When you use Suffocation Relief on your trees, you triple their lifespan. The fact of the matter, undisturbed trees in a primal forest can and will live hundreds of years, and some of them for thousands of years. Sadly, according to most extension services throughout the United States, city trees will only live about 20 years, and if you live in a suburban neighborhood, unless and until you practice Suffocation Relief, you may get lucky to get only twice that number of years. Maybe. We remove so many young, strangled trees these days, and it's a shame. The tree slaughter can stop. The truth is, you probably moved into a house with so many unseen tree issues, it's like you can't see the trees for the forest theme. Again, unseen. Unless you're a professional arborist, chances are you won't notice anything until one day your tree freezes up and suddenly dies, just like a motor without oil. To save your trees, you must use Suffocation Relief, not fertilizer. Lots of fertilizer is great for your shrubs, but lots of fertilizer will only put too many leaves on your trees. It never solves the problem and will make your tree strangulation even worse. And not only that, but you increase the beauty and longevity of your trees by doing the exact opposite of what landscapers and such do. In North Carolina, landscapers need a state contract and license to practice things like lawn care, irrigation systems, pesticides, gardens, flower beds, sidewalks, and patios. However, they aren't required to know 1 ounce about the proper maintenance and treatment of your trees. They simply don't know about Suffocation Relief protocol and why it's so important. So they focus on their strength, which is making your yard and business look pretty. What makes this so different than anything else? Suffocation Relief doesn't require chemicals, sprinkler systems, dancing bears, nada. One cannot be more proactive for your trees than this, in a natural, organic, and 100% green way. So think about it. You don't have to spend torturous weekends trying to save your trees without a clue. Suffocation Relief does it all for you. Fact is, there is no better way right now for you to put your trees into a primary forest environment than Suffocation Relief. Here's what I'm flat out telling you. The most effective, the most efficient way to put your trees into a healthy, primal forest environment so that they can live long, prosperous lives comes only through the soil remediation of suffocation relief. Suffocation relief also opens your treated area to the web of life that is so essential to your tree's health. Without bugs and worms carving through your soil is dead. Life cannot exist without oxygen and water in our universe. With life and water restored to your soil environment, with the uptake of water and minerals to your branches and leaves, and with the downtake of food and sugars to your root systems, life will begin again the way life is in a primal forest environment. Water, oxygen, pure life. And it doesn't stop there. We see trees like a bald cypress with mold that disappears only after suffocation relief. Mold means a real potential for rot. The worm castings or worm manure enriches your soil in a complete cycle. Your tree feeds off of worm castings and all other insect frass. Water and minerals easily go up the xylem tissues and comes back down with food and sugars vis-a-vis the phloem tubes, just like nature intended. Millions of insects in your soil all pitch in and benefit from your trees as much as your trees benefit from them. A true symbiotic relationship, the web of life restored. All insects work tirelessly, day in and day out, no calling in sick, 365 days a year. So forest-like trees and all their beauty increase your property value and the property value of your neighbors. Isn't that nice? This way, you help clean the air by producing more oxygen. More bugs mean more healthy trees, and more insectivore birds thrive because of yard insects. We've nearly wiped out eastern whippoorwill birds because of a lack of insects because of insecticides. Plus, you slow water runoff because your trees will be able to gulp gallons of water that formerly just ran off your property into the streets or your neighbor's property. If one uses chemicals on their lawns, most of it washes away into our streams and seas. Using suffocation relief helps fix a worldwide problem. And best of all, suffocation relief uses zero harmful chemicals. Nada. Totally 100% organic, thriving yard insects return. Because you save your trees, you don't have to remove them. You get to keep the shade that you really want to keep, and your house stays cooler in the summer. If you have coniferous trees on the north side of your house, they block the north wind. You keep those trees too. The suffocation protocol works for every home or business owner, and it will work for you, regardless if your soil is clay, silt, or sand. In fact, the worse your soil is, the faster you'll see excellent results. Again, isn't that wonderful? Hopefully by now, you see how and why suffocation relief is so effective at rescuing your trees and restoring their life to a state of excellent health and beauty. And you understand exactly what it takes to build strong and powerful trees that your grandchildren can swing on. And that's why today, I want to give you the opportunity to put it to work for your trees with a free and unique conversation with us called Saving Your Trees. Saving your trees uniquely and absolutely means saving America's trees. How beautiful is that? Let me tell you what it will do for you and how quickly it will work and everything you get today. So, what's your Saving Your Trees fact-finding visit all about? Well, quite simply, it's an at-your-site look at all of your trees and a plan for achieving the home or business of your dreams. How many parking lots and road medians do you see with struggling, dying trees? They all need the new suffocation relief. First of all, one of our suffocation relief specialists will come out to your home or business and look at each tree you uniquely want to save. That way, you get an expert's assessment of the soil structure and the exact steps that must be taken to save your trees. So instead of wondering whether your tree can be saved, instead you'll know exactly what it will take to give it the healthy, virgin forest environment it needs to thrive. We want your trees to thrive so they don't give you problems. Healthy trees simply means that you spend money elsewhere on your house or business. How smart is that? While he's there, our suffocation specialist will talk with you about your plans for the future. So instead of spending every day wondering what it would be like to have healthy trees, you follow a quick and easy plan to get the yard you have been visualizing for a long time. This gives back your power and purpose to your dreams and makes it so easy to do. Our Saving Your Trees planning visit is 15 minutes and easily has an educational value of $197. Think about it. At $197, If all the Saving Your Trees planning visit did for you was identify exactly what you need to do in order to save every tree in your yard, would it be worth it? I might hazard saying yes for you because the sight of their beauty and marvelous shade, a fully grown tree takes decades to grow from a sapling into the wonderful trees you now love. And you want to enjoy your trees now, not some distant time in the future. Am I correct? If all the Saving Your Trees planning visit did for you was give you a true, step-by-step plan for having the perfect yard with a lifetime of shade, beauty, and fun, would it be worth it? Again, I would say yes. It would be worth it because you eliminate the possibility of well-meaning but misinformed advice from landscapers who specialize in surface beauty only. But today, when you schedule a Save Your Trees planning visit, it isn't going to cost you $197. It's not even going to cost you $47. Instead, today, when you schedule a Saving Your Trees planning visit, you get a Suffocation Relief specialist to come to your home, a total value of $197 for free. Here's how it works. Schedule a visit with our specialist, talk and consult with him for only 15 minutes, and then you decide whether to continue or not, plan this visit, and when he comes out, you're either thrilled with how much he has changed the way you see your yard, or I'll give you a $50 Amazon gift card just for your valuable time. Go ahead, click the link below. Schedule a Saving Your Trees planning visit right now. Saving your trees means saving America's trees. Isn't that awesome? So many trees just up and die needlessly because of misinformation. You can change all that today with a Saving Your Trees planning visit now. Go to suffocationrelief.com now. Please understand, this is a limited free offer. I'm only planning on doing the planning visit for free for a short period of time. So if you want it now, today is the time to act. Go ahead, go to suffocationrelief.com to schedule your 15 minutes on how to save your struggling trees and have the trees you've always dreamed of.